Well, Mark, you had Glasgow last week and now Cardiff. How are you enjoying the convention?
I'm loving it, actually. There's people you meet, but also these guys who are helping us behind backstage. It's fantastic. I mean, the crew are absolutely fantastic, and they make everything so easy to do and just sit here and smile and sign autographs for the punters. I mean, because let's face it, that's what we make the film for. We make it for everybody who wants to see the films that Peter Jackson makes, and we do the best job we can.
So you guys have just finished the pickups. Yep. How was it returning to Dory and the company and the Hobbit world?
It was brilliant. It was interesting returning because the buddies came back, my brothers. It was good to have Jed and Adam back, and of course John, and everybody, and that's part of it. So, but there was a bit of sadness involved with that because at the end of the 10 weeks, that was it. There was no more filming. So we were really pleased with that from the perspective of what we did in the 10 weeks. Some of the stuff that we filmed was just extraordinary, and it's going to be so exciting for the film. I can't tell you, obviously, but it's going to be exciting.
In the first film, you had Bert the Troll as well. How was it working with that additional green screen element? And then, what did you think when you saw it on the screen itself?
Bert, the green screen with Bert was phenomenal. I mean, there's a wonderful bit which Peter really enjoyed, which was the what he calls the self-abuse piece, where Dori, my character Dori, actually uses his bolos and attacks Bert in the nether regions, and he loves that bit because, God bless him, he left it in the movie. So there's self-abuse in it, but the green screen is interesting because you do have to imagine obviously the intensity of what's going on behind you, but it doesn't really affect how you act. You're still doing the same amount of preparation and acting with regards to green screen or with other actors or on a set. It makes no difference for me.
You worked a lot in the New Zealand theatre world and acting. How do you find the whole Hobbit experience with the travel and the worldwide fans?
Well, I travel quite a bit anyway with theatre as well, so that's not really a problem for me. I really enjoy travel because you get to meet new people and you start to understand how other systems and other processes work in other countries. They're all pretty similar, to be honest. It's just some countries are more perhaps technically advanced than others. New Zealand is certainly one of the leaders in film technology from the perspective of what we're producing, especially down at Weta. Some of the stuff that's coming out of there is just unbelievable, as you well know. So yeah, I love it. The more travel, the better. Broadens our aspects, broadens our views, and wakes us all up as to it being a world community, And
the worldwide fans of Tolkien.
Absolutely. I mean, the Tolkien thing is enormous. The OneRing.net is just huge, and as we say, we're making the films for fans. The fans of J.R.R. Tolkien, and we met his great grandson, who was just lovely. I can't remember his name. A lovely name. Oh God, Adam, what was Tolkien's great grandson's name? Lloyd. I'm sorry, I forgot. Lloyd, who was just what a tremendous heritage and legacy that J.R.R. Tolkien has with his great grandson, who's just such a wonderful man. I mean, it's lovely.
If you could have had any other dwarf costume, I mean, you rock Dori's braids. If you could have any other one, who would you want? And was there anyone you felt sorry for?
I felt sorry for Stephen Hunter and Peter Hamilton. Stephen Hunter had to put on huge amounts of prosthetic, and he weighed a ton because he's a very svelte-looking boy. And Peter Hamilton had so much hair. But whose costume I'd want? Aidan Turner's. He hardly wore anything. He had no facial hair, just a stubble, and yes please, Aidan Turner's costume, because it hardly weighed a thing.
And what are you getting up to next? What's next for you?
I've got a couple of films in the pipeline. A Canadian film called Four Saints, playing a major in the Royal Army Medical Corps in the First World War. I'm so looking forward to that. That's being made out of Canada. Steve McMichael and his wife are producers of that. Steve was the swordmaster on The Hobbit, and so I'm looking forward to that very much so. And another film which is we haven't heard about auditions yet, which is a film in New Zealand, a western that's being done there. So I'm hoping, you never know, something might come out of it. Who knows? Auditions, schmissions, and a couple of plays. I've got a play called When the Rain Stops Falling, which is happening in Christchurch in Court Theatre in March. Looking forward to that. And then my own one-man show, which Greg Cooper, a pretty good writer in New Zealand, has written, called mammal, which is middle-aged man in lycra, and the whole play is set on a road bike. So it's a bit of a takeoff of the bike craze that's gone mad over the world with Tour de France. So I'm really looking forward to that, and the script is magic. It's gold. So we open that on July 26th in Auckland, and then hopefully a tour of New Zealand, and then hopefully the world. Bring it on.
That sounds brilliant. So what can the Hobbit fans expect from the second film?
Satisfaction and really endorsement with regards to Peter Jackson as a storyteller. I mean, this is the element that we're in, and I mean, some of it is, I mean, only seeing some of it from dialogue recording that we're doing, it's just amazing. Seriously, just amazing. I mean, number one was pretty outstanding, but number two is just further development and endorsement of this wonderful story called The Hobbit. I mean, J.R. Tolkien must be so happy with regards to what Peter Fran and Philippa have done with this story. We're delighted, and it's great to endorse it.
Well, that's great. I can't wait to see it. Thanks very much for talking to us today.
Just remember, there's only 100 from today, which is the 1st of September. There's 116 sleeps until 13th of December when it is opening, the second film.
Brilliant.
Right. Thank you, my love.